So I've had a bit of a shit week, and I know one thing that usually makes me feel a little bit better is getting my hands dirty, spending some time in the garden. So today I am going to prep this cucumber patch. I need to fix some of the wood on it. Probably gonna build a new A-frame trellis for them and then get these cucumbers planted into the garden. And you're gonna come along with me. I don't actually have any wood to fill this area with right now. Plus, I'm not going to plant anything down here because this part of this bed doesn't really get any sun at all. So just going to leave this as it is and probably replace this whole thing in the off season. Well, it's not the prettiest, but I think it will certainly hold for the season, so that works. Let's get an A-frame built for in here. Alrighty. Okay. 7 feet. Wow, I've never cut something so perfectly. That's a win. Sun's coming out, day's looking up. All right. Everything's gonna be all right. That'll do. Alrighty, second one is all done. Now for the big moment of truth. Will the hinge work? Alrighty. Now, not sure if you're able to see that, but you need a little bit of space between them. I think a piece of plywood will actually work. Alrighty, big time moment of truth here. Alrighty, this is the big moment of truth. If I can lift this up so I can pull the plywood out, then we should be all good. Yes! Gotcha! Woo! Because now this turn into a nice little A-frame, like so. Oh, come on! Let's go! I'm actually super happy with how this has come together here. So if you want me to do a full video on how to go about building something like this at home, let me know in the comments and I can actually chat through it. Cool as well that it can actually just stand like that if I wanted to do something even taller. Yeah, let me know. And just before we pop this into the front bed there, I just want to go ahead and add a little bit of compost to that bed just to top it up. Alrighty, so I had a quick bite to eat and sure enough, it has started pouring once again here. So I'm gonna go ahead and still transplant the cucumbers in. The rain will actually kind of make it a little bit easy for them to, start rooting and settling into their new forever home. And the temperatures are totally fine, so no kind of worry or stress on that front. And on top of that, I wouldn't be surprised if in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's sunny once again. So let's grab the compost here. Let's get these irrigation lines in. All right, let's get the cucumbers in. I'm lining these up with the emitters on the drip line here. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video here, just been a bit of a tough week. I'm sure everybody knows how they are, but yeah, just to provide some context there, I've been a big part of life for me at the moment is profession and career, and ultimately like what I'm building here with Mind and Soil. And I'm about to hit 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, but there's this like underwhelming feeling that I guess like it feels a little bit like I'm just kind of like, I don't know, throwing spaghetti at the wall, or just a little bit like things are taped together and not really like solid and cohesive. And so I find myself just second guessing myself over and over and over, and the amount of like energy that I spend just kind of, thinking through an idea, the pros, the cons, what's right, what's wrong with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't get that last one. Okay. It's just kind of like I don't feel like what I'm building is connected and cohesive and compounding. It kind of feels like each month it's trying to figure out how to make it to the next month, rather than really building something that will endure. And I think what's weighing on me so much at the moment is that I thought that the way that I was going about building things was fantastic and doing so well, and was gonna like kind of pay dividends as you get towards this 3 or 4 year mark. But in so many ways it still feels just as challenging, and there's just as much friction and just as big of a push each month as there was in that first year. But what that's resulted in is me just kind of doing endless circles in my head of what's working, what's not working. Maybe I could try this, maybe I could try that, fix this, fix that. And ultimately, I just end up feeling like I'm going in circle and circle and circle, rather than actually making progress on anything. So yeah, I'm just kind of at one of those places where I'm not quite sure what the right steps forward are from here, or what to be doing next. But I can't say that I'm 100% happy, nor have I been 100% happy for the last little while here, just trying to kind of again figure out how do I continue to progress from here. So yeah, that was weighing heavy on me this week, and so I decided for today, rather than having a nice scripted video and all of that, I was just gonna come out here and do a little gardening project that I needed to get done, and bring you along for the ride, and shed a little bit of light on where my mental health is at and where I'm at. So yeah, that's a little update from my end here. For those of you that have been supporting me and the channel, both in terms of just kind of like viewership and being involved in the community, as well as purchasing any of the products that I share with you guys. As you can see, I would much prefer for everything to look like this one here, but I always like to be testing things and then sharing with you guys what I find, both with that, with my experimentation, all of that. And I massively, massively appreciate your support. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that next video next week with a bit more of an update from my end. I'm gonna enjoy the last little bits of the sun here, just putzing around in the garden. I'll catch you all next week. Have a good one.